Pump here, and we are live! It's our Wednesday weekly chat, and you like my crown? I'm using a filter. I am so bummed today because Super Sue, I'm trying to like swipe, Super Sue is sick! I love you, Sue, and I'm by myself. Well, I'm not by myself because I got my lovely crown that I can wave my hands through. So today, I am making brownies. We're going to keep it light and fun. We were going to talk about mom shaming, but we mentioned last week. But I'm going to keep that combo because she and I can really get into that conversation. So this week, I am making some lovely brownies. So it's, this is not an ad or a plug. This is Betty Crocker fudge. And I've been baking a lot because it's cold here in the Northeast, and it's an excuse for me to put on my oven. And then there's also a lot of mom guilt because I work like 24/7. So what I do is I usually make muffins in the morning, and then I make treats like this for the kids. So when they come home, they're like, "Oh my God, you're the best mom in the world." And it still works to this day, despite the fact that they're older. They love it. They love the brownies. So I've already warmed up my oven, and I'm in my lovely tiny kitchen in New York City, and I have my ingredients. So I have my powder, and the eggs that I'm going to mix in, I need 2 eggs. And while I'm cooking, I hope you'll join in the conversation with me. And I want to talk about being a tiger mom. So another buddy of mine, her name is Robin, the food hag. Shout out Robin. I was hoping she would join me too, but she has mom duties today. And hopefully she'll be on another day, but she's another tiger mom. And we always refer to each other as tiger moms. Because that's what we are. We don't take any crap. And we defend our kids. And that's the way every mom should be. Every mom should be a tiger mom. So I just cracked 2 eggs. And I'm going to whip it. Make sure. I'm trying to get the shells out. I don't have those big steel bowls. I have the old grandma bowls that I got from their grandma. And I am making fudge brownies, so when they come home from school, they'll be nice and happy. So it's 2 eggs. I'm gonna read this. 2 eggs, half a cup of oil, and 3 tablespoons of water. I don't know if you can see that. So I totally hack everything, and I don't really cook. So I'm totally making the brownies from a box. That's how I do. All right, so I've whipped up the eggs. I'm gonna get some oil. I got some vegetable oil. I need half a cup. So I usually eyeball it because I don't know where my measuring cup is. But I use these little pretty glass cups. Half a cup of oil and water, of course, tablespoons of water. Again, totally hacking it. And I'm whipping it up. So it's been an amazing week. Bad Moms came out and I saw the movie. Wade's staring at me like, what? Bad Moms. So Bad Moms was starring Kristen. I can never remember her last name. I want to say Kristen Dunst, but I know it's not that. Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, and Catherine something or another. And the movie was great. Whipping it up. So I usually make a mess when I'm in the kitchen, so don't mind me if I'm getting everything everywhere. I'm not perfect. just like bad moms. Oh my God, so in the movie, oh, I don't want to give away anything. It was so good. You need to go see it with your girlfriends. But in the movie, they're dealing with their moms and, yeah, all their moms. So their moms fly in, and Susan Sarandon is one of the moms, and two other women, I don't know who the actresses are. Christine Baranski, and who else? I'm looking at Wade.
Kristen Bell.
And Kristen Bell. No, Kristen Bell's mom.
Oh, Susan Sarandon.
Okay, never mind.
Wade's
trying to feed me wrong information. And there, okay, so there is fighting in the movie. That's what I'm going to tell you. So if you don't want any spoilers, there's fighting. And a lot of Christmas preparation, to say the least. A lot of what we go through for the holidays, right? Okay, see, look, I'm totally making a mess. Watch me. I should have two cameras on so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me switch so you guys can see. Okay. So I've already put on my oven, and it says 300. It says 350 degrees, but I always put it on higher so it can finish faster. And I'm getting like, ignore that. I'm getting chocolate over my hands. They always tell you not to lick it, but I mean, I'm not like eating the batter. If Super Sue were on with me, she'd be like, what are you doing? She's such a mom's mom. Okay, it's really thick. So you're gonna laugh at me. I also keep Starbucks napkins in the kitchen. I go into Starbucks and I always grab like a ton of the napkins. So I keep them in my car, in my purse, I keep them at home, I keep them in the bathroom. So Starbucks is my supplier, and they don't know it. All right, so I gotta grease the pans for the brownies. And I washed my hands already, so let me get my hair out of the way. I still have my crown on. And I'm gonna grease the pan. So I have two pans. I have a round pan, and as you can see, it's been overused. And I have my square pan, so I can make a loaf and a brownie cake. I used the muffin pan this morning for muffins for the kids. I don't have that because it needs to be washed, and I hate washing dishes. Okay. All right, so tiger moms. I wanted to talk about what it means to be a tiger mom because I had an incident this week with one of the kids' teachers. Oh, well, with Ava's teacher. I'll just be blunt about it. And so Ava is in, I do want to put the disclaimer. So when your kids start school, you have to remember, and my oldest kindergarten teacher told me this, that you have to be your child's biggest advocate while they're growing up. You always have to be, I mean, it might seem like a little bit too much sometimes where you have to be a little helicopter-ish, but you can't let people take advantage of your kid. And it happens a lot. All the little kids will take advantage, and teachers will take advantage. Because some teachers, although you want to think that they are there for the right reasons, are there for a paycheck. So sometimes you just have to put people in their place, right? So I got that all like... So, let me tell you what happened. So Ava is now in middle school, and Ava is 13 years old. She's my only daughter, and she's actually the one I breastfed the least out of all the kids because it was just a really tough situation, and Jaden, my oldest, had kidney surgery, and there was a lot going on, and I couldn't do it. You know, that's just what being a mom's about. I just couldn't do it. I need more Starbucks napkins. Anyway, so she's in middle school, and her teacher, so they have teacher conferences at school this week, and we cannot, because of work, we work a lot, and we have to do the whole quote unquote balance thing with work, the kids, our sanity during the week, and it's just a lot going on. Plus we have, we have to fix our car and stuff like that. So anyway, I emailed her teacher and I told her teacher that we won't be able to make it to some parent-teacher conference. Okay, talk about bad moms. And Bad Moms 1 was based on the PTA. Right? So this is totally a reflection of that. So they had a parent-teacher conference 2 last week and the week before, and I could not make them. And in middle school, it's a little bit harder to be involved in your kids' classes. I mean, in the PTA, because it's just a different culture. And in elementary school and preschool, it was so easy because everybody's like, oh, this is new and fun. And, but middle school is a whole different ballgame. So I couldn't make it to the PTA meetings. And they were mandatory because they were talking about 8th grade prom and trips and dues and blah, blah, blah. So I emailed the teacher and I said to the teacher, we can't make it. Can you just send the stuff home? And she said, okay, that's fine. I'll send it home. So the other teacher that is involved with it and I guess she's in charge of it. I don't know, whatever. She emailed me. And she was so rude in the email, and she was going on about, yes, it's mandatory and I can't make any exceptions for anybody's child, and you still have to come or there'll be repercussions for your daughter. And it's like my head spun around like The Exorcist. After I read the email, I was just like, what is this lady talking about? So I responded and I told her I had to reiterate how involved my husband and I have been in their school since they started going there. And the stuff, I have done stuff for them. So it has been hard to be in the PTA, but I have done stuff for the school. So I went down the list of things, because you do have to flex that muscle for your kids, no matter how old or young they are in school. It's always great to be involved because sometimes you do have to use that clout of just being like, I've done this and that for the school. I've been there for my kids. I'm a present parent. And then I wish I could read this email to you guys. So I also told her that how dare she, pretty much I told her not to, how dare she come out of her face like that. I said in other words, I try to be diplomatic. And that she shouldn't be treating parents like that because they don't know what's going on in a parent's life, where they're, excuse me, making it mandatory for parents to go to meetings, and parents are working and doing other stuff. So at the end of the email, after, I went on about how pissed off I was that she addressed me that way, I said to her at the end of the email, I was like, if there is any adverse actions taken against my daughter, then we'll have a serious discussion in school. So I'm a New Yorker, and it can either go one of two ways when you're being a Tiger mom, and if you're a New York mom. Either you can be sternly diplomatic, and this goes for any mom. Again, you have to be your child's biggest advocate. From womb to tomb, pretty much. But either it could have gone two ways. Either I could have told her diplomatically, or I could have told the teacher in a very rude and aggressive way. And that, of course, that wouldn't have ended well because it would have went back and forth. But she replied. I didn't tell my husband. So the teacher replied. And this, I don't know if this would bother you all, but I'm like scraping this. But she replied and she's like, I didn't mean to cause you distress. Did you know she said that? Girl, you did not cause me distress. Okay, I'm totally dumping on you all in this video. I was like, so I'm replied yet because I have to figure out what I'm going to say. She's like, I didn't mean to cause you distress. And, you know, she was trying to be polite and do the teacher thing. So I know I have to reply and be polite back, but I have to make it clear to her that this wasn't just about distress. It was about disrespect. So being a tiger mom is something that I think all of us innately have. We just want to protect our kids. We want to make sure they're safe. We want to make sure that they're respected and they're not being bullied, which has happened a lot to my kids for several different reasons. My kids have been bullied for their skin color. They've been bullied for their talents. They've been bullied for choices they've made. They're very articulate. And sexual orientation. My daughter's also gay. And she's openly gay, and I'm okay with that, and so is her dad. And they've been bullied a lot, to the point where I've gone down to the school and I said, we might have to pull our kids out because I'm not having this anymore. I might homeschool my kid, and I'm done with y'all. And they're like, no, don't leave. You know, we really want you guys to try again. You know, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. But being a tiger mom is about being present and just putting your foot down and knowing every step of the way what's best for your child and for your family, because everybody has different family values. Let me show you the brownies. Look at that. All right, so I'm gonna stick in the oven for it says here 25 minutes. So this will, you guys, I'll post a picture of the brownies in the comment section afterwards. I'm gonna put it in for 25 minutes. I didn't get to fill up the other pan. Oh man. Maybe I can make something else for the kids. I have other muffins. Maybe blueberry. Couple. So Jiffy is really good. They're like 89 cents. And this is not gluten-free or anything like that. This is like real, you know, bodega stuff. So this is really good in the morning. I usually make them in the morning, and it's really cheap and inexpensive. But I'm out of eggs. Do we have any more eggs? Okay, I'm having Wade go check if we have eggs. Because I have the extra pan, I might as well make muffins for tomorrow morning. Yeah, so we have no eggs? We do have eggs? So being that, you know, a lot of us on Moms Pump Here are new moms, new parents, new dads. Just remember that you have to advocate for your child every single step of the way. You know, it's life growing up is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to have happy moments, but you're gonna hit road bumps along the way. They're gonna be really tough, and you're gonna get really pissed off. So I have emotional reactions to people when they come at me, and I've had to learn to like curb my emotions. So that's what we call emotional intelligence. Just being aware of how you're feeling and how you're reacting. Because as much as you want to, like, you know, get at somebody for coming at your child, you still have to maintain a level of diplomacy. In school, you have to maintain a level of diplomacy. I mean, if you're in the supermarket and somebody tries to touch your child, smack their hand and be like, what are you trying to do? You know, just, you have to always be prepared for that instance when something's just going to happen. I did have one time with my oldest son, and we were in the park in Miami, and there were tons of ducks in the canal. They were swimming, and he must have been like 9 years old, and he was throwing bread in the water. And some old man on the other side of the canal started screaming at my son because he thought he was throwing rocks at the ducks. And I'm not talking about, hey, young man, don't do this. I'm talking about straight up cursing my son out. And you're talking about an old man, a 9-year-old, and ducks. And I got up, and it's like a light switched. And I just reamed into him because he had no right to come at my child. He had no right to talk to him that way. And, you know, it's all a blur now. I don't remember how it ended, but I knew I dragged the kids off, like, we're going home. We're not staying here. But there are going to be times like that where you're just going to have to really stand up for your kids and just be prepared to be tough and sometimes aggressive and emotionally, like, in tune with what's going on with yourself, so you're not, like, ripping somebody, a new one, in the wrong situation. So being a tiger mom is a great thing. It's not bad at all. It's something that, it's a tool every mom, being a tiger mom is a tool and a quality that every mom should have, because you always want to be prepared to protect your kids. Oh, we have no more eggs? Okay, I guess I'm not making brown muffins. I'll post a picture of the brownies in the feed. So thank you guys for tuning in today to #ThePinkLife. Next week, Suzanne will hopefully be well. I gotta make sure she's taking her meds. Love you, Sue. And we will be talking about mom shade next week. So this week we're supposed to be talking about mom shade, but I'm keeping it for next week because Sue and I will be talking about mom shade. I wanted to keep it for that conversation. And hopefully I can get Robin, the food hag, on later on. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, I love you all. Make sure to check out MomsPumpHere.com. We have some great new blogs up about, for dads. We had our very first dad blog from Brandon. Thank you, Brandon. It was so good. We have had such great response from it on Twitter, on Instagram, and Facebook, and on the website. And another mom, her name is Jade, and she wrote an article about consent, which is a great topic. We talked about it a few weeks ago. So it's totally in sync with our YouTube videos, but make sure you check out that blog, and we have another one going up tomorrow. And a video blog from another mom next week. So we have lots of great stuff and content for you on MomsPumpHere.com. Make sure to check out our locations to find places to breastfeed and breast pump when you're on the go, and submit locations around the world. And follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You're on Facebook now. Register on MomsPumpHere.com. And we have a holiday giveaway coming up. So lots going on. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Cheers.